All right. Oh, I gotta make sure my phone is off because you guys know what happens, right? As soon as I start. There we go. Okay. Here we go with our warm up. You guys ready? Putting your feet hip width apart. Now I'm going to do this warm up a little bit slower than normal so that you have a chance to kind of look and see what I'm doing. Then once you get this warm up, then we'll cruise through it. Okay. So here we go. The first thing is feet underneath your hips and really look to see that. I say that because my one leg always migrates out. I just want you to inhale up. Now, when you're inhaling up, also think about pressing your hips forward and giving a little bit of an extension. It just feels so good. Then bending your knees, you're just going to hinge back. The arms are going to go behind you. Relax the head. Bounce again as you come straight back up. And let's do 5 more of those. Inhale up. And bend. Let the arms go. And reach it up. And 3. And up. Nice. And 4. And up. Give me just 2 more. Down. And up. And reach it. And up. Nice. We're going to go to the next part, which is bring those legs out wide. Now I'm going to go to the side. This is a deep stretch. You're going to hinge back. I want a flat back. Arch the tail. Bring the arms up. Now you're reaching from the fingertip to your tail, keeping those legs as straight as possible. This is an amazing stretch and strengthener for your back and for your legs. If this is too much for you, bring the arms directly down from your shoulders. Okay, if it's too much, bring them down. If you can keep them out, do. Just give me a few more bounces here. Good. Now, allow your upper body to hang down. Pull the belly button to your spine, fingertips on the ground, and just do some little bounces. Up and down bounces from here. So belly button's pressing in, relaxing the head, little bounces. Now we're going to alternate flat back and bounces. You don't have to come all the way up to a flat back. Just bring the arms out a little in front of you. And then drop down. So it's an out, drop down, out, drop down, out, drop down. Give me 2 more, out. Notice how the back of your body's already starting to lengthen. And now we're going to do something called a porpoise. So you're going to stack your hands, one on top of the other, stacked hands, come all the way up, and you're going to reach away from the body and bring those arms through the legs, relaxing the head. Let's go faster. So it's a spinal undulation, actually. Up and out. Bring it up and around. Woo! And bring it up and reach away. Bring it up and reach away. Give me 2 more. Doesn't that feel good? Come up, reach away. Last one. Up and around. And now hold down there and just pulse back. So your hands are stacked. They're right about knee. You're just pulsing back a bit. Give me 3 more pulses. And now take your hands and hold on behind your ankles and just gently try to bring your torso towards your legs. So it is a little pulse. And if you're far away, torso to legs, don't worry about it. I guarantee you over the next 10 classes, you'll get closer. And now your hands are in front. Release the ankles in front of the legs. You're going to come all the way over to the right, and we're going to draw a big figure 8 all the way to the left. So you're figure 8ing from one leg to the other. That outside elbow, you can bend to feel that. But again, it's warming up the bottom of the spine. Should feel good. And now come to the center and roll up. If you need to bend your knees a little, please do. Take care of yourself. Roll all the way up. Now we're going to do a beautiful side stretch. I love this stretch. Put your feet under your hips. Both arms come straight up. Inhale up. Good. Take one arm down, putting it against the leg. Take that shoulder down. You're reaching up first with the arm and come on over. This is a very deep stretch. Good work. So try to not hunch this shoulder. Let it drop. So let the arm drop down lower on your leg and really pulse. You're going to find after a few pulses, woo, you're going to start to lengthen. Now take that hand on the leg, push to bring yourself up, bring that arm up and switch sides. Reach up from here, hand on the leg, up and over. Up and over. Now you see, right? Everything gets stretched and warmed up. That's why I love this warm up so much. See if you can keep your hip right over the ankle as opposed to shifting it. That's a challenge. And watch what you're doing with your head. So everybody bring your head back. Don't have it forward. You can even look up. See if it helps you to look up at the tall arm. Yeah, everybody's head went into a better alignment. Press that hand into the leg, push yourself back up. Now I want you to either grab onto your elbows or if you have flexibility, shoulder blades, and we're gonna do this. So now we had those long levers. These are short levers. Notice how now we've already lengthened the side, so this doesn't feel quite as intense. Good work. And now we're going to do our last side stretch, which is one elbow bend and one straight arm. Elbow and straight arm. Now it's like, oh yeah, my body's stretched out on the side. We do a lot of side and waist work. That's how we're going to cinch in. So it's important to warm it up. All right, stop there, dropping the arms. We're going to take one arm back and let the torso go back. So you're just warming up now in the shoulder and the arms. So just up and back. Allow your head to follow that arm. Allow the head and the eyes. Where your head and eyes will actually direct your movement. Let's go to the other one. And so by looking back, you'll find you get a much bigger range of motion, and you're also working the head and the eyes. Good, give me two more like that. Now we're gonna do a figure eight in front. So I want you to just cross in front, bring them up, and just cross in the back. So it's an up and a cross in the back. Cross up, cross back, cross up, cross back. Just working those shoulders, cross up and back. Two more. Nice, last one. Good, now we're gonna warm up in the arms. So I want you to bring your arms up like this. Notice I have a slight bend in my elbow. My palms are forward, jazz hands. Shoulders down, pulse back. So they're little back pulses. Pulse, 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 pulse. Yes, 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 it'll heat the body up. And now we're gonna lift up. Now not from the shoulders, but upper arms. So think, press your shoulders down, lift the upper arms. Oh yeah, nice work, you guys. Now how about putting your hands in a fist and little circles back? Little circles back, warming all that up, warming up in the pecs, beautiful. All right, now we're bringing it right to here, and you're just gonna pulse forward. Give a little pulsing forward, pulsing the air, nice, nice, nice. Hands are together. Bring them up, elbows up. You're lifting up and back, up and back. So you're gonna get a nice little extension here, a little up and back. Nice. Now stop there. So you're vertical, just bend at the elbows. So we're going to warm up those triceps a little bit. Good. Give me three more. 2, 1. Super nice. Now drop and put your hands right on your shoulders. Bring your elbows in close to each other and give me some big shoulder rolls. Big shoulder rolls. Super good. Just 2 more of those. Lovely. Now let's just warm up the neck a little bit. So just drop those arms down, tilt your head to one side, and you can take that opposite. So I'm tilting this way, that shoulder, I'm gonna put my palm to the floor. So I get that nice bi-directional stretch. And if you want, you can even lift the chin a little bit. Feel the stretch go right underneath the earlobe and that lymph node. Oh yeah. Drop the chin though, lift from the top of the head and up and over to the other side. Press that side down. Yes, you might want to lift the chin, feel how that changes it. Keep pressing your shoulders down so you get the bi-directional stretch. And then drop the chin and lift. Look over one shoulder, the other shoulder. Let's switch shoulders again. Switch shoulders again. Straight ahead. Last part, I want you to drop your head chin to chest. Roll to one side. Take it down, roll to the other side, just one more time each side. Over, and take it down and over. Beautiful, straight up, and shake it out. You guys ready? We are ready to get some bar going. Woohoo! Grab something to drink real quick. And now, again, most of you probably do not have a bar, perfectly fine. Have your chair or your surface, okay? You all look like you're in a good place. All right, so I'm gonna start with myself at the bar. Actually, no, I'm gonna go here. I think I'm gonna make it closer so you guys can really see. So here's our bend and stretch, okay? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to be standing tall next to your surface. Now, it's really important that you're standing tall, your hand is here. And I say that because over time, you're gonna wanna lean. You don't want to lean. You wanna be straight there. On this particular one, your standing leg, which is the one close to the chair, is gonna be straight. Take the outside leg and bring it right in front of you. Now turn so your knee is face forward. I'm gonna just put my hand on the hip for today. And now I want you to think, tilt under. Let me show you. Tilt. You see what I just did? Here's the no tilt. Here's a tilt. Pull that belly button in. Shoulder and hips in a straight line. And now I want you to keep that tilt and lift that leg as high as you can, keeping your tilt. Standing straight up like this. Beautiful. Now, slack the knee, slight bend. And stretch and point that leg. So it's a bend and a stretch. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Can you lift it a little higher? Keep your tilt. Bend, stretch, tiny lift. Bend, stretch, tiny lift with a tilt. Bend, stretch, lift. Bend, stretch, lift. Bend, stretch, lift. Give me 5. Give me 4. You keeping your tilt? Give me 3. Stretch. Give me 1. Lift. Now pause. Now when you flex the foot, in this particular thing, we call that a happy foot. Don't ask me why. It's happy. Bring that outside arm up. Keep your tilt. Little ups. Up, up, up. So see, they're small movements, but they're strong. Feel the energy going right out through your heel. Keep your tuck. Tilt. I might call it a tuck sometimes, but it's a tilt. Pause there. Can you bring both arms up? Tilt, 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 pause, 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 and bring it on down. Take it back diagonal and drop the heel so you get a stretch on here. How many of you felt that on the top of the legs? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. You're looking good, right? It's intense. Let's go to the other side. Same exact thing. So you get yourself in position first. I'm just going to put my hand right here. So I'm not going to lean. I'm tall on here. I'm going to take my leg out. I have to be out a little bit more. My knee is straight ahead. My hand is here and I'm going tilt. So I'm tilting, 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 tilting. I can go to right about here without it. Tilting, belly button in, release. So it's a bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. I'm just gonna get a little to the side. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Keep your tilt. Bend, stretch, belly button in, shoulder to hip, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Feel how strong you're getting. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch. You're really working. You're working the top of the knee too. Can you tell? Give me 5, 4. Keep your tilt. 3, 2, 1, good work. Happy foot, flex it, outside arm goes up, up, up. Keep your tilt, up, up, up. Are you leaning into the chair or whatever you're holding on to? Yeah, stay strong. Pause, pause. Oh, nice balance. Hold, 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 and take it on back. Woo, nice work, you guys. All right, that's your bend stretch. You all looked really good with that. Now the next one is to raise the booty. Who wants to work the boot? Give me a thumbs up. You want a big boot? I'm telling you, up, high, girls, high. I'm loving it. I'm going to turn so that you can see what we're doing. You're going to face into your chair. Okay, so I'm just going to turn so you can kind of see. I'm going to start with my feet in a small V. Okay, in other words, heels together, feet out. I want you to do a slight slack of the knee, a little bend. You got to tilt. You ready? Tilt! Right there, you feel the boot, right? Now, in that tilt, you're going to take the leg that you're working. You're going to take it out to the side and back at a diagonal. So if I had a clock around me, my leg now is at 5 o'clock. You either want to be at 5 or 7, depending on what side. Now, this back hip, you know it's going to want to externally rotate. No, take that hip forward. Tilt under more. Stand tall. Here's the leg we're working. You ready? I want you to lift it off the ground just an inch. You can't go far. Straighten it. Give me a slight bend. Touch the ground. Tilt under. Let's go a little faster. Lift. Straighten. Bend. Drop. Lift. Straighten. Bend. Drop. Lift. Stretch. Bend. Drop. Lift. Where are you feeling it? You can even put your hand there. Oh, yeah. Feel how that's lifting the boot. Down. Bend. Drop. Lift, stretch, bend, drop, lift. Now take a moment, tilt, keep that hip forward, stretch, bend, drop, lift, stretch, bend, drop, lift. You're probably happy I'm going a little faster now, right? Bend, lift, straighten, good. Now, happy foot. Keep this hip down and forward, little ups, up, up. So you're going to feel it just lifting. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, and bring it on down. Woo! Let me see, girls, point. Where'd you feel it? Right, very good. All right, same thing, other side. I'm just gonna go to here so you can see. All right, so we're standing tall to the chair. Bend the knees. Tilt, pull that belly button in. hips shining forward. Take that outside leg. It's kind of nice to take it to the side and back. Oh, I'm sore from yesterday. I can really feel that. All right, so now I'm at my 7 o'clock. I'm tilted under. Hips are square. Lift the foot off the ground. Can't lift far. Straighten, bend, drop, lift. Now my standing leg stays bent. Stretch, bend, drop, lift. Stretch it, bend it, drop, lift. Stretch, slight bend, drop, lift. 5, drop, lift. 4, standing leg is really feeling it. 2, last one, stretch, pause, flex. Now keep that hip down, keep your tilt. Hip is forward, little lift, 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 lift. You can even see here how the booty is lifting as we speak. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, Kathy S., you're leaning this way. Bring yourself back up. Now do it. Now do it. Give me a tilt. Give me a tilt. Give me a tilt. All right, come on out of it. Thanks for playing with me. It's fun, isn't it? Like you don't realize that you're like, yeah, I'm doing it. But just being here, the body takes the path of least resistance. Doesn't that feel good though, you guys? All right, so now, the next one is our sides. So I have some great ones for sides. I'm not going to do our most intense today. I know you'll be thanking me. So here we go. This works to get rid of side saddles. So again, hand is here, we're standing here. That standing leg will be straight as well. So you're just going to be right here, everything in alignment. Taking that outside leg, okay, and I want you to take it directly next to the other one. Look, make sure that it's directly out there. Take this outside arm, just give me a little bend. Now, hold that hand there. This is a visual. This leg has a slight bend in it. Slack it. Keep it rotated, right, so that that knee is straight ahead. When I rotate, my heel is up and I'm on that big toe. Good, little taps, little tap. Notice even just a little tap is a challenge, isn't it? Stay tall right here. Try not to lean. Good work, little taps. All right, now we're going to do ups, okay? So up, up. So your toe is pointed, little up, 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 up. Very good. Keep standing up, 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 up. Now pause there. Let's do a bend stretch, bend stretch, bend stretch. Now I'm going to challenge you with your bend stretches to take your body and lean over towards this outside leg. Now don't just tilt your head. Keep the head in alignment. It's like leaning over from here. Pause there, flex the foot, toes are forward. You want to feel it all in here. You ready? Toes forward, lift, lift, lift. So you're standing tall out of that standing one. Lift, lift. Give me 5. I know you're ready to cry. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Ah, drop it on down, you guys. Who's feeling it? Show me. Right in here. So if you're doing a nice lean, you're also going to get it in the waist. If that's too much for today, don't worry about it. You can always add that. At least you're feeling it right in here. All right, other side, same thing. So we're standing tall. Beautiful, arm is out. Now beautiful. Kind of the elbow is up a bit. Take this leg out. So you're tall from here. I want you to slack it. In other words, do a little bit of a bend. Turn. So that knee is forward. You're on your big toe. Excellent, little taps. So my stander is straight, little tap, 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 tap. So as you're tapping, take a moment to feel the lengthen from here, shoulder and hip, little taps. Beautiful work, you guys. All right, now from here, little up, up. So when you go up, you're not touching the ground now. Up, up, and keep that hip forward so you're really feeling it in here. Excellent. Let's pause there. Come up and over towards this leg if you want, and bend stretch, bend stretch, bend stretch that leg, bend stretch, bend stretch, bend stretch, bend stretch, bend stretch. Give me 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Now flex the foot, turn those toes forward. You ready? Hang in there with me. 1, 2, little lift, 3, 4, little lift, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it on down. Whoa. Now you see, but here's the fun thing. Even though it's really intense, when you're done, you're done. You don't have to do 17,000 of them. It's like, great, I feel it, I'm good. Now this next one is going to be for the top of the legs. So we're actually going to be getting down in a kneeling position, okay? So especially if you have challenging knees. Bring the knees a little further apart. If your knees aren't so challenged, you can bring them closer. You'll find your place. These are called genies. I'm going to turn to the side a little bit so you can see. I'm going to have you drop on down. All right, knees are out. You're going to try dream a genie with your arms here. You're going to lift the tail up, off. I'm going to go right here so you can see. Just up, off here, not high. And you're going to tilt under. Give me a big tilt and release the booty. Curl under, release. Under, release. Tilt, release. Nice work. Try not to lean forward. Keep that back top. Good. So you're really working the top of the legs. And out. Give me 3. In and out. In and out. Last one. In and out. Drop down. I'm going to give you a chance to, to get out of this for a second. All right. Now on the next one, I want you to take your hips forward and back. So you ready? Lift up. Take one hip forward and the other. Hip and hip. Hip. Keep your tilt. And don't lean forward. Hip and hip and hip and hip. Give me 3, 2, 1. Drop down. I got to tell you, I know I'm not supposed to say this as the big old teacher here, but these kill me. I find these so hard. We're going to do one more thing though, okay, because we got a challenge. We're going to do circles with the hips. Let's just do one way and one the other because I can't do any more. Are you ready? Hips up. Here we go. Big circles. Big circles in the other way. Big circle. And I'm just hoping that over time, we'll all get stronger and come on out of that and bring those legs down and out. I know. Shake those legs out. Woo! Shake them out in front. And you can even like press through, like flex the feet and press underneath the knee down. Give yourself some little knee flexes and the heels will lift. That'll feel good. Bring one leg up. I want you to lift so that heel lifts and just give me some nice little ankle rotations. See, there's lots of stretching in between all this. So right when you're ready to go, Renee, I've had enough of you. I'm ready to cancel and click gotta go now. And then I give you a nice stretch. I love that. All right, now cross the legs. You can even do a bit of a butterfly here. That feels good to me, just to open up in those inner thighs. So now we're going to do what's called pelvic floor play. All right, so that you can get experience and kind of get a sense of what that is. We're going to use this again when we get to the ab work. So crossing the legs, lifting down. Here's all I want you to do. You can close your eyes for this, nothing to see. You're not going to see my internal muscles, so you don't have to watch me. All right, so I want you, shutting eyes, to connect. You might even want to shift your weight forward and back so you can connect to both sit bones or hip ball joint bones. If you can't feel this, you can always sit on a ball or a block. That sometimes helps people. All right, so you got those. I want you to visualize those 2 hip bones like elevator doors. Okay, so for this first thing, I want you to take your elevator doors and I want you to close the elevator doors. And now we're going to lift that elevator. I want you to lift it up. First floor, lift it up to the 2nd floor, 3rd floor, keep bringing it up, 4th floor, ding, luxury. And now we're going to drop it back down, down, 3rd, 2nd, and feel how you down it. And then at the very end, completely open those doors. It's important to be able to relax at the bottom. Nice. So those are the sides. Now we have pubic bone in the front, tailbone behind. So I want you to think about connecting your pubic bone and your tailbone. Think about it being like a zipper. You're zipping up your tight jeans. So here we go again. You've just zipped. Come on up. So we're zipping it up. We've got our hip huggers, our waist, our high waist, our way past waist. And now we're going to drop the zipper down. Unzip. Unzip it. Come all the way down and completely relax those muscles. Nice work. Now, we're going to put it all together. You guys ready? So shutting eyes. We're closing the elevator doors. We're bringing our zipper together in the center, and we're going to pull it all up. So you're pulling in and up. This is your pelvic floor. Say hello. You're not going to pee, right? Somebody just comes in as you're peeing, and you're like, no, shut it down. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. And now let it all drop down slow. Down to the 2nd floor, to the 1st floor, to the basement, bargain basement, and open. Ta-da! That That's your pelvic floor play. So you get a sense of how to work those deep internal muscles. Keep that in mind when we go to do abs. But right now we're doing calves. We're back up. You guys, you ready? Come on back up. Just when you thought it was safe. It's not safe. Here we go, calves. All right, so with calves, you're going to stand facing your chair or whatever you have. Feet are parallel, pretty close together. And all I want you to do is lift those heels. You're on all ball joints. Drop all the way down. So you're just going straight up and straight down. Straight up and straight down. Try not to lean. Up and down. Up and down. Give me 3 more, just like that. 2 more, just like that. Last one. Nice. Now come all the way up. I want you to drop your heels halfway down and lift. Let's just do a few halves. Half and up. Half and up. Half and up. Half and up. Good. Pause. We're going to combo. We're going to go all the way down and up, halfway up, all the way down and up, halfway up, down and up. Now notice, can you place more of your weight more towards the big toe ball joint? That will stabilize your ankles. Give me 3. Halfway down, halfway up, all the way up. Last one, all the way, whoop, and shake out those legs. That's intense, isn't it? Let's just do a quick calf stretch from here. So I'm just going to bring it back. Stretch it a little forward. Ah, I love this one. And you know what I like to do with this on the stretch is once I'm here, hinge your upper body forward, roll over onto, so with your foot, roll over so that the top of your foot is on the ground. Shift your upper body back, bend that back leg. So now my back leg is bent, I'm pressing in the top of the foot, and then I'm going to straighten the leg and bend. Do a bend stretch. Do a bend stretch. Ooh, doesn't that feel good? Good work. And come forward and we'll go to the other side before we get into our serious thighs. Stretch that out. You're hinging forward. You can kind of come forward and back. Press into your surface. Nice. Now, I'm going to take it back a little bit more. I'm going to come forward as I roll my toes over. I'm going to drop that leg back a bit. I'm going to lean my torso up so my shoulder and hips are in alignment. I'm going to bend that back leg, and all I'm going to do is press through the toes and straighten the leg. Bend the leg, straighten it. Bend it, straighten it. You're going to feel that all the way up into that hip. Just give me 2 more. Bend and stretch it. Bend and stretch it. Good work. And come on up. All right, so now we're doing what is called serious thighs. You guys ready? Today we're going to do serious thighs in a small V, heels together. So I just want you to be standing here next to your thing. We're not leaning, right? And lift those heels up. Heels are together. Good. You can put your hand here so we don't have to think too much about the arm. Keeping those heels together, bend those knees. Get yourself in a place where the knees are out at an angle and you don't feel them. No pain in the knees. Now I want you to stretch it straight up. And squeeze that tail. Take it back down into that working place. Heels are together. I want you to lift up a little, down a little. Pressing the heels up and down. Up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little, up a little, down a little. 3 and 2 and 1. You guys feeling it? You feeling it? Hold, hold, hold. Stretch it straight up. So all these stretches are what lengthens the muscles. Let's take it just a little bend. Just a little bend. You're going to go down a little, up a little. Down a little, up a little. Down a little, up a little. Down and up. Down and up. So now you're in a higher range of motion, working just a little bit differently. Give me 3. Give me 2. Give me 1. And yes, stretch all the way up. Excellent. All right, we're not done yet here. Take it down into your low working position. I'm going to say in and out. Here's what that looks like. In, you're going to curl your tail under and release. Now the release is not, don't arch out, you're just releasing. So it's an in, out, in, out, in, out, in and out. Give me 3, give me 2, give me 1, pause there. Little legs back. Legs back, legs back, legs back, legs back, legs back, legs back. Tiffany's like, I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her. I swear to God, I'm killing my mother. Let's come on up. Woo, you guys, good work. Now, if you can hang with me, I'm gonna do one more thing. We're gonna go down, here's our combo. It's gonna be an up, down, in, out, knees out again. You ready? Here we go. Take it on down. All right, so it's an up, down, in, out, knees back, release, up, down, in, out, knees back, release, up, down, in, out, knees back, up, down, in, out, knees back, up, down, in, out, knees back, up, down, in, out, knees out, up, down, in, out, knees out. Last one. And all the way up. Now, if you can hang, you do one more thing. Bend the knees. I want you to push your hips forward, lean back. Heels are together. Notice how much I'm leaning. I'm leaning way back. Knees back. Here we go. Knees back, knees back, knees back, knees back, knees, 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 knees. Pause. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep those knees and leaning on back. Who's lost the lean? You've lost the lean. Keep the lean and bring it all the way up. And yes, it is time to stretch that out. Woo-hoo. Here we go. Hands here. Come on back. You can either keep your legs together or out. I like them out and give yourself that beautiful stretch. Woo! Now you guys see what I mean. Why does it work? Small muscles working deeply. Nice work, you guys, on these. Super good. All right, now, I want you to have your chair so that you have your chair seat here. We're going to do a few little planky sit-ups, push-ups on the seat of the chair, okay? So everybody have their chair. Here's how you're going to do it. I want you to stand facing your chair. You're going to put one hand down, the other hand down. I want you to shift your weight over so that your shoulder, elbow, wrist are in alignment. Then you're going to walk the legs back until you're in the plank position. None of this. Tilt under, keep that back super flat. Tuck your chin. Beautiful. Now, keep the elbows in close to you, but bend them back towards your body, press up. Bend the elbows, press up. Two more. Bend the elbows in towards you, press up. Bend the elbows in towards you, press up. Good work. Now, lift the tail. Lift the tail. Drop the heels, bring the feet in, and you can give yourself a little stretch. Drop the arms down, relax the head, roll yourself up. And we have one more nice stretch to do for the legs. So how do you do that? You can either do it on here, on the top of the chair. I'm going to do it on the top of my bar, whichever works for you. You're just going to bring those arms up and you're going to bring the leg up because we're going to stretch up. So you're stretching up. I don't care wherever that leg is, on the chair, on your kitchen counter. Doesn't matter. You're just going to get a big stretch here. And yes, we're going to do a bend straighten. So however you can, slight bend straighten. Bend stretch. Bend stretch. Bend stretch. Bend stretch. I love the bend stretch. Good work. Now take that leg. You can drop it down. And then if you have the flexibility, grab on to the foot or the ankle. Bring those knees next to each other. You don't want to be out like this. Straight under. And then give yourself, standing knee is bent too. Give yourself a tilt. Tilt under, pull the knee back. So you get a stretch on here. Excellent. Drop it. We're going to the other side. You ready? Lifting up. Up. So you're stretching up and over. Oh, so good. Okay, bend, straighten. Bend, stretch. Bend, stretch. Bend, stretch. Bend, stretch. Good work. All right, for time's sake, I'm going to bring that leg down. Come back in. Bring it next to the other one. Standing knee is bent. Pull it back with a tuck. And you're there. Now, we're going to the floor for some abs. I'm watching the time. I can see we're getting there. Now, I want you to have your chair there. You're going to have your feet up on the chair, okay? If you don't have that, what's even better is to put your feet against the wall. And I have that in your back. Recorded classes, a great one with the feet up on the wall. Highly recommend doing that quickie. It's really powerful and you'll really start to get a good felt sense. So my feet are up, my knees are going to be slightly bent, but you're not at 90 degrees, okay? So there is a slight bend. Excellent. I'll give you all just a chance as I chitty chat here. So you're going to arch the tail. I'll call it an arch or release where you have, airspace underneath here. And then you're going to do the tilt. So you're tilting under. You want to feel your lower back pressing hard into the ground. You're pressing the belly button in and then release back out. Now, when we go to tilt again, see if you can connect to your pelvic floor muscles. So bring the elevator doors in, the tailbone and the pelvis, and now do your tilt. So you're not just pressing lower back, you're pulling everything from inside on up. Beautiful. Now this is called the lift and grip. I want you to tuck your chin down towards your chest a little bit, pretend like you have a little lemon under there. Good, and now I want you to just think, don't think lift the head. Think I'm going to lift my shoulders up, my head's looking through here, my arms are going to be behind my legs. That's called a tilt and grip, lift and grip. And just start to do some little pulsing fold overs. So your pelvic bone and your rib cage are trying to touch. Good. Now, I don't want you doing all this with the head. The head is right in alignment with the spine. Think shoulder lift. Don't think head lift. Tiny little pulses forward. Good work. Every time you come forward, think belly button draws down. Belly button draws down. And don't lift higher than the bottom of your bra strap. Release the hands. Let's put them behind the head. Good, because I know a lot of us are still going to be doing the head. And just lift, release, lift, release. Keep the elbows out wide. Lift, release. Keep pressing lower back in the ground. Lift, release, lift, release. Give me 3. Lift, release. Give me 2. Give me last 1. And roll all the way down. You can bring the arms above the head, arch the back so you release it. And we're going to go slightly different now. So that was the lift and grip, where your chin is tucked. On this one, bring your arms directly over your shoulders. Good, go ahead and give yourself a tilt, pressing down. All those muscles are up. Lift just the shoulders and the head's looking up. And little lift straight up, up. So you're thinking, bringing the hands up to the ceiling as you're pressing the lower back in the ground. Up, up, up. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you can still go, take one arm, one shoulder, lift it up higher, and then the other shoulder. So you're going one side, the other side. Now, see if you can keep the pelvis from moving. These are the beginnings of what we call waist twiddlers. Good. Just one more each side, and drop all the way down and release. I think I'm going to stop on those for today so that you have a chance to kind of get a little stronger. Drop your legs down so they're bent. And we always end the session with the feet down now with something called elephants. So you can go ahead and release with the arch. Hands are behind the head on this. Now give yourself a strong tilt. Really feel that lower back belly button. Lift the shoulders. And all you're going to do is you're going to lift up just a little and release. So up just for an inch, you're going to say 1 elephant, 2 elephants. Every time you come up, press that belly button down. 4 elephants, 5 elephants, 6, 7, 8 elephant, 9 elephant. Keep the elbows wide. 10 elephant, 11 elephant, 12 elephant. You did it. Now open the knees out to the side. Bring your arms straight up, palms together. Then bring those arms down by the legs and little through the legs up, keeping that lower back tilt. 3, 4, keep pressing forward. 5, 6, you guys look good. Don't do it with your head. Watch that you're doing it shoulders, not head. Good, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come all the way down. Give yourself a nice stretch side to side with those legs. Woo, girls, you're doing so well. Yes, you are. So there's so many other things I want to do, but for time's sake today, you're getting a really good idea that we're going to now do what is called tummy time. So we've done lots of flexion forward. Now we need to do a bit of extension, don't we? You know what? No, I'm going to do Pluto Snuffles first. We're not going to do that one today. Because Pluto Snuffles, I mean, how could you not do something called Pluto Snuffles, okay, which is like a dog sniffing. That's what it's called. And here's what you're going to do. I want you to come back into like a child's pose, right? So the knees are open. Now come forward and bring your hands, maybe 2 big handfuls in front of you. You're going to have your fingers a little bit to the center and the elbows will be up. So you might want to watch me for a second. So I'm out like this. I'm going to lift my booty and I'm going to bend my elbows so that my chin comes down towards the ground. And then I'm going to move forward. So my chin is there, then my chest, then my hips, and then I'm going to press up into that full extension. Oh, that feels so good. And then bring the booty back. And we're going to do it again. You ready? Lift the tail up, elbows. So you go chin, chest, hips, stretch it up, and back again. Good. So chin, chest, hips, press up. Let me see. Oh, you guys are looking good. Just give me 2 more. You ready? Take it back. And if you've had enough, you've had enough. It's perfectly fine. Chin, chest, hips. We all have to listen to our own bodies. When we've had enough, we've had enough. Come on back. Last one. Chin, chest, hips. Stretch it up. And then come on back into your nice child's pose. Excellent. Now come up into all fours, and we're just going to do a cat-cow, or in the original bar, it is called an arch and hollow. So let's start with the arch. Inhale, let the belly drop. Good. Let the shoulder blades slide together towards your spine. Arch your tail up, and you can look up slightly. Now press your palms in the ground. Lengthen across the shoulder blades. Lift from underneath the rib cage or the heart, and then tail tucks and tuck your chin. And now let's just go all the way to the arch, pressing into the hollow. Just one more time. Give yourself an arch and press into the hollow. Take it on back. Shift your hips to the right and the arms to the left. Feel that stretch on that hip. Come up and over to the other side. Beautiful. Come back to center. Now we're just going for the final stretch, you guys. Just the final stretch. I'm going to bring my legs out wide. Again, I just want to say to you, we all have different levels of flexibility on this. If these are too deep for you, you have to listen to your body. You adjust for your own range, okay? So I'm going to come forward a little bit, feeling that lengthening on the inner thighs and the outer thighs. If you try flexing the feet too, they almost feel like they want to flex so that the energy's going out through your heels. If you have the flexibility, and quite frankly, not a lot of us do, you can always put your hands on the instep or just do it here. And then bring your upper body up. Now we're going to do a little bit of side stretching. So just bring your arms up like you're holding a big balloon. Turn so your shoulders are facing one leg and come on over. So one leg's in front, one arm's in front, one arm's in the back. Behind that leg, just getting that nice lengthening. Beautiful. Bring your big balloon up. Turn your big balloon to the other side. Notice how you're going to feel the shift in the hip joints and up and over. Just a little somatic check-in. What happens to the body with that? Superbola. All right, and lifting up. Come to the center. Bring the legs together in the center. Good. Flexing the feet. And think about this. Notice, if you take your pinkies and think about taking the pinkies out to the outside, lifting up and forward, you're going to feel that in your sides. That's why I'm saying that. I feel that a lot on the ITs. Don't overstretch. You're just going to get a nice lengthening. And then bring those arms straight up. You can lean back slightly and then bring it straight up and forward one more time. Just stretching those out. Beautiful. And back. Now, we're almost done, but this is one that I wanted to show you. Come on your back, roll on down. We're going to do, you know, the bridge? There's a little bit different angle to the bridge in this for the final stretch. So you're here. I want you to think about rolling the tailbone up, lifting the tail all the way up. You can press those hips forward to get a stretch on the front here. Now, you know how normally we would drop from the top vertebrae all the way down and up? Instead, I want you to take your tailbone and arch it and press it down on the ground. So you get a big kind of an arch in that lower back, pressing, and then roll from there down and all the way up. So instead of from the top down, you're going to press that tailbone and then roll up one more time. And now tailbone and come down. Let's bring the knees in. Last thing you're going to do, cross the legs at the ankles. Let's put the hands behind the head, lift shoulders, and just bring the elbows in close to hug your head and little boot lifts. So just lift the knees towards the elbows. So you release out that lower back with a nice little stretchy. Beautiful. And you can put your hands on the shins and allow them to bring yourself up with your little rocks. Guess what, you guys? Woohoo! You did it. Nice work.